She clicked so damn fast. How are you? Hola, hola. Trying to get back in the saddle. How are you doing? Let me know if you can hear me, by the way. I've had so many problems. She clicked so damn fast. How are you? I'm living the dream. Trying to, at least, you know. All the things. Loud and clear, she says. Rock and roll. So what's cooking? What's cooking in your world? How have you been? I don't know how many people are going to jump on because I don't know how many people know that the channel exists with 8 subscribers when I had 500. Stupid YouTube. I'm going to give myself a like, though. Can you believe it's already October? October time. October. We're going to see if anybody jumps on. What's going on with this? Why does this look all blurry? Does it show up all blurry for you? This is really weird. Maybe it's just my screen. Let's see. Probably should have tested this out before I hit record, but... And there's like an epic delay. You started a new job? What'd you get? What'd you do? What happened? What new job? I think maybe it's just because I'm viewing it on this. Let's see. Let's start over on this. Oh, that looks way better. Okay. Tell me about the new job. Settings. What'd you get? I'm a hostess at an Echo Adventure Park here in Barbados. Barbados? I didn't know where you live. You live all the way in Barbados? That's crazy. What time is it out there? Oh man. Trying to get over this whatever the heck. Cold or whatever it was. Snuck up on me. Kicked my butt. And let's see. Yeah, I went out like what is today? Today is, when did I go out? I went out last Friday? No, other way, Eddie. No, go back. Figure out how to operate. Yeah, last Friday. I went out last Friday to go see this 8:37 p.m. Oh, thank you. So wait, are you in the U.S. or are you out? Are you somewhere else? What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, I went out last Friday to go see this 90s dance band. They play a bunch of 90s music, and basically, yeah, basically, I went pretty hard, and I think my body just was like, yeah, dude, because like I hadn't had much to drink in a long time, and like I danced my ass off, and I lost my voice, and I didn't really recover. Like I just got up the next day and was just like, I'm just gonna go do whatever. So I think that kind of kicked my ass a little bit. But yeah, we're kind of back, kind of slowly but surely. It's taking me about a week to kind of fully kick it. I'm trying to figure out. I have to pull up Google. Don't laugh at me. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you're all the way up. Damn. Barbados in the Caribbean. Out by St. Lucia. Is that considered... Is that considered part of the U.S. Virgin Islands? Or no? That's pretty badass. Hey, Kathleen, welcome. Just hanging out for a minute, waiting to see if some other people are going to jump on, but thank you for hopping on. If you're new to my channel, greatly appreciate if you give a like and a subscribe. No, it's not. Okay. I didn't think so, but that's pretty badass. You like it there? It looks pretty epic. One day I'm going to go to St. Lucia. I'll wait 2 or 3 more minutes and then I'll start throwing some cards. And if other people show up, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Let me, actually, you'll be I got your number 2 here. So I'm just making notes because I'm not sure if my mod's going to make it tonight. Whoa, that's crazy. A lot of natural disasters, huh? Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. That makes sense. All right. Well, Danny, if you want, if you have a question or request, if you want to ask a question, we can start jumping into it. And then we'll see if some other people decide to hop in. It's kind of annoying that my channel got booted, but it's all right. I'll get over it. No, I live in the United States. I live in the state of Georgia, near Atlanta. Karina. Hi, Karina. Yes, I will add you to the list here. I'm having to kind of handwrite it here, but that's all right. All right. Cool beans. How does Rashad feel about me? Is it just sexual at this point? But I don't see him or hear from him. I met someone at my job, caught my eye. I have the hots for him. So I'm riding that horse on Saturday. Well, by God. Ride the horse. I like what I'm hearing. At least somebody's riding a horse. Yeah. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. How do we want to start this? All right, let's do this. Let's start off here. What's Rashad focused on? We'll start there. So the first thing out for him and what he's currently focused on is he's letting go of something here. This is my new little oracle deck, by the way. I'm kind of tweaking it. I might sell it at some point. It's kind of hard to see the words. I need to fix that, but it is what it is. So he's letting go of something. I'll clarify that. Something to do with leadership. This could be in any area of his life. Could be maybe he's a leader at a job or at his job. Or he's a position of leadership, or he's wanting a position in leadership, or maybe he just needs to take leadership in a certain area of his life. The sixth sense is here. So this is him having to like trust his intuition or use his intuition about something, or he's not trusting his intuition, or he's not using his intuition about something. Yeah, I made it. It's 80 cards. I just needed, so you can kind of see this a little bit better because there's black, like the wording and design. But yeah, I needed something. I needed something that was a little bit more, something that I like something that was like there was missing gaps. You know what I mean? Like I got a bunch of cards and a bunch of decks, but there was like gaps missing in certain things. So I was like, I need to just create one that makes sense to me, that answers a lot of the holes or the gaps when I do my readings. And so I feel pretty good about it. At the bottom of the deck, we have destruction. So something in his life this is kind of like the Tower card. So something in his life kind of blew up. But we're gonna try to find out here. Oh, let's take a look at one other thing. What is he focused on? Oh, okay. They own their own business. Oh, well, that makes sense. That probably means why he would be in a leadership position. So he's resisting change about something. That just flew out here in reverse. Oh, this is upright, but it came out and landed in reverse. So there's some type of change that he's resisting. So I don't know if this is tied to the letting go. Like there's something that he's resisting, some change that's needed that he's not letting go of. I wasn't using this as a clarifying card, so it's not clarifying the letting go, but it could be tied to it. Marriage just flew out in reverse, so I don't know if he was married or has been married. If he's married, it's not working out. If he was married or if he's not, then that could just mean that maybe he's divorced or going through a divorce. Maybe that's what's tied to that destruction energy there, which would make sense. Oh, quite a few flew out. All right, well, I'll take it. So the next we have is community. This could be about anything. This could be work, friends, colleagues, or just, his job is something to do with his surroundings, his community, or he works in the community, or maybe it's something to do with the people around him. Basically, that's what that card's about. It's like the surrounding environment. The next one out is coffin. This is the end of something. Now we have that marriage card in reverse, so maybe he's going through, the ending of a relationship. So this is kind of like the death card, but this is the end of something in his life here. And then the next one was we have thief. So this is like the 7 of swords. So this could be like somebody stealing from him, or just something. He's being dishonest or deceptive in his life, or it could be him. It could be his energy, if he's like that. And then we have the official person. So this is like the the police. So if it's tied to that thief energy, maybe he's having some problems with the police, or maybe if it has anything to do with that, then this could be tied to the leadership energy, where maybe he feels like he's the hot shot, he's the main guy, he's the man in charge down at the business. And then we have main male at the bottom of the deck. So I don't know, that could be him, that could be his dad if they own a business. So let's try to see here what's going on with the letting go energy. What's this about? Why is the letting go card? What is he letting go of? Six of Pentacles. He was given to something here. What was he given to? He had to make a judgment call about something. It could be about business, because we've got the King of Pentacles. I don't know what his zodiac sign is, but Six of Pentacles, Judgment, and King of Pentacles. But there's something there. Again, I don't know if this is something he needs to let go of and he's resisting it, or if that just means, he's trying to let go of it. Why is leadership here? Okay. Wheel of Fortune. He could be, he could be focused on his money right now, or he's about to go through some type of change, or whatever this destruction is going on in his life could be a turning point for him as well. Okay, so yeah, we got the Star, Aquarius energy, and we got the Three of Cups. So this could be tied to the community and the community card, like people around him going out, having fun, having drinks, whatever. Could also be a reunion. Maybe he's healing or hoping. But this is clarifying that leadership card. So I feel like the Star is kind of like he's like in charge. Like he's the one that he's surrounded by a bunch of people, and maybe they look to him for leadership or guidance here. And maybe with the Three of Cups, maybe he tries to be the fun guy, like the fun boss, or, he's kind of lighthearted or a jokester. I don't know what his personality's like. But in other areas of his life, it could also mean that maybe, if there's an area of his life he needs to take leadership in, then this could basically be him basically having a hope with the Star energy, hoping that he can maybe have a reunion or celebration or something with somebody, because the Three of Cups is usually like a reunion card. Why is the sixes of sense here? If I can speak. All right, we got the Emperor and the Six of Swords, so that's Aries energy. And now the Emperor could be his dad or him. I feel like it might be his dad. almost like a trust issue or something, like a trust thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know if like maybe his dad's trying to trust him with more with the business or more with a certain job here. Because the Six of Swords is like, the Six of Swords is definitely tied to the letting go thing. But it's also moving out of a difficult time. So like, it's the calm after a storm in your life. And this could be, you know, maybe his dad's taking a time out or taking a break or focused on recovering from something, or maybe he is. And so the sixth sense might have to do with, you know, like a trust issue or something. Like, hey, I'm gonna, you know, I'm kind of trusting you to kind of steer the boat, be the captain with that leadership energy, maybe for right now. I mean, if this has to do with his job here. Destruction. Why is destruction here? Hey, Chrissy. Good to see you. I will definitely add you to the list here. My channel got blown out, so I had to start all over again. So if you guys don't mind giving me a like and a subscribe, if you don't mind having to build back from the scratch, which is always fun. Mercury retrograde kicked me right in the jimmy and had no problem doing so. And then YouTube came behind and was like, we're going to double kick you in the jimmy by not giving you your channel back. It's like, perfect. Starting all over. What's going on here? What is this destruction energy here? Six of Wands. So yeah, I think the basis is that basically he's definitely tied up. He's... Okay, we got the Three of Swords. And the Ace of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles just came out. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So I don't know. I don't know what your astrology sign is. And then we have the World, and then we have the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So something definitely came to an end here. A painful end. So the destruction cards, again, like a Tower energy. There was something where he felt, I don't know, I get the sense there was like either ego, pride, like he was on his high horse, or maybe he thought like with the Six of Wands is almost like, how do I describe it? Like somebody who's always got to be right, or they just need a lot of attention. They need a lot of validation, you know, that kind of thing. Or maybe he was getting a lot of attention from somebody, but it didn't work out. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but there's definitely a feminine earth energy here. And with the World card, I mean, it could be somebody that lives, you know, at a distance from him, but it could also mean that it's just something that got closed out because that Ten of Swords was at the bottom of the deck here. But let's just really quick, let's take a look and see what his feelings are for you in the moment. Get these back in real quick. Let us see. Oh, that was bad. All right. His feelings for Danny. What are his feelings? Five of Pentacles. So this is either him or you feeling rejected, abandoned, or, you know, somebody who feels like their needs weren't met, maybe. Definitely like a breakup or disconnect. Page of Swords. He's been trying to spy on you. He's had you on the mind. And then we got the Six of Wands again. which I feel like is, basically him trying to it's one of a few things. It could have been him feeling like he wasn't good enough for you, like he put you up on like either one of two things. He felt like he was either putting you on a pillar, or maybe he felt like you were putting him on a pillar or something like that. And we got the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So obviously, yeah, this relationship was causing you guys a lot of pain. Will he take any action towards Danny? King of Cups. So he's got emotions for you. He's got feelings for you. Okay. Well, we got the Four of Wands. That's definitely like a reunion energy. We got the Hermit, Virgo energy. So we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here with the King of Cups. We have the Four of Wands. And then we have Virgo with the Hermit energy here. But I feel like right now he's in like this loner mode. So it's like he's focused on himself, but there is a chance here where he may come back. Why is the Four of Wands here? And we have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so there could be communication. Okay. The Four of Cups. Yeah, he's not doing anything right now, or he's afraid that if he tries to come back, you'll reject him. The Four of Cups. And we got the Two of Cups and the Sun. And then we have the Star at the bottom of the deck. And then we have the Nine of Swords, the Empress, the Ace of Swords, and the Chariot as well. So I would say there's definitely a chance that he could definitely come back here. But this is either him having a little pity party right now, like a little, oh, my life sucks, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, get your cup, man. So this is him having a little bit of a pity party. But he definitely has strong feelings for you, without a doubt. Two of Cups is here. This may be also, again, this could be him having a missed opportunity. Then we have the Sun. So, I mean, the happiest card in the deck. This is also a card of illumination and truth. So this could be him coming back, kind of ready to express and express himself and share his thoughts, feelings, and emotions with you, or maybe just at least come back and, try to tell you how he feels. But I think for right now, I think he's in hermit mode, isolating himself. He's not really doing anything. But we are getting close to cuddle season. So that's going to start basically at the end of October. And that's going to go all the way. It basically starts about the beginning of November and ends a week after Valentine's Day. So cuddle season is almost upon us. So when all the exes and everybody wants their loved ones and all the things. But he definitely has a lot of feelings for you. Riddhi Sharma? Is that how, am I pronouncing that right? I'm going to write you down. I got you. Awesome. All right. You're so welcome, my friend. Just for those of you that are currently on, I just want to say welcome to the channel. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you all very much. And Kathleen, you are on deck. Absolutely, Kathleen. Fire away. Aquamar Marie, okay, you absolutely, you absolutely may. Just put you down here real quick. Make sure I got that spell. Yeah. All right. So we have... Did Ethan take Cassie on tour to get back at me for blocking him? I blocked him because him and his friends were awful to me during an outing. Why choose her over me? Because she's a jerk. We're in the music scene. Ethan is a musician. Oh, very cool. No problem. Yeah, I played drums for 26 years, was signed to a small record label in South Florida. So I can relate to the scene. Although mine was, my time was not quite as exciting as what you're experiencing. So let's take a look and see, did Ethan take Cassie on tour to get back at Kathleen? We're just going to kind of get some overall energy on this here. You're welcome. All right. All right, well, the first card that we have out is the love card. So he may have feelings for Cassie. We're going to find out, though. Second card is Fated Destiny. So maybe he feels like Cassie was... they were destined to meet. Like, they could be tied up in like a major overload of infatuation, like a fling, you know. Yeah, and there's a lot of passion. So I'm getting a strong, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm getting a strong infatuation vibe here. Okay, so I'll show you what we got. So we got the love card. So his energy towards her, or really the situation. Let me clarify that. The energy of the situation is, you know, obviously it's love related. We got Fated Destiny here. And then we have passion. So passion is, you know, it could do with anything you're passionate about, but in this context, you know, it's obviously like a very lusty, you know, sexual chemistry, however you want to call it. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Divine Feminine. So this is like very similar to the Empress energy. So it's like when a woman is fully embodying her feminine energy and she's got all that sexual chemistry coming at you at the same time. So let me catch up with your comments here, just trying to keep track. Let me grab this as well. Let's see. I feel like he may have liked me, but then why have his friends be all high school towards me? I'm not into that like that either. I thought I was networking, making a new friend. Gotta say that I only saw him as a friend. Well, maybe that's why he, I mean, what was the vibe you were putting out toward him? I mean, maybe that's why he took Cassie on tour, because he's like, I get to go on tour. I have sexual chemistry with this chick. Now I can go on tour with this girl who's super into me. Maybe I get laid at the same time. Who knows? Why is the love card here? Yeah, he felt very clear about his feelings towards this other person. And then we have the World card. So this is probably him going on tour, traveling. Why is Fated Destiny here? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Something wasn't jiving, working out. Yeah, we got the Tower now too. So it's like he wasn't. The Three of Pentacles in reverse is like when you're not working well with somebody, right? Your energy's not working well. You're not in alignment. You're not, you're just not working. You're not playing together. You're not playing well together. We have the Page of Pentacles here. Now this could be his energy, like if he's an Earth sign, a younger Earth sign. Could also mean like this could be somebody who's focused on their projects, or somebody who's in school or learning something. But I feel like this could be him just focused on his musical project. But then we have the Tower blowing something up, and the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there's clearly not seeing eye to eye with somebody here. So there could have been disagreement. Why is passion here? Got the Knight of Pentacles now. More Earth energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Four of Cups. Whoa. And the Fool. Judgment at the bottom, walking away. So he's clearly an Earth sign. So, okay. So this makes sense. So I feel like he was, I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to shoot you straight. The passion energy is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, which is somebody who does things by the book. Okay. They're very slow, very practical, very logical, and it's a very conservative energy, basically. The Four of Cups, not interested. The Fool in reverse is somebody who's not wanting to take a risk, not wanting to, basically in this context, they're not wanting to take a risk here. So what I feel is something here surrounding maybe sex, like maybe he's looking for somebody that's like very sexually active, and maybe, I don't know what, I don't know if there was like, he felt like you were rejecting him sexually, or if there was no passion, like there was no sexual chemistry there. Or, maybe he was wanting somebody that was more sexually available, or if there was something to do with physical intimacy and passion here. And I feel like he was making decisions with the little head, not the big head, if you catch my drift. Yeah, but this doesn't have to do with being promiscuous. And if she is promiscuous, that's why he wants her and not you, because that's what he wants. He wants somebody that he can just bang whenever. Like he's wanting the passion. He's not wanting to wait. He doesn't want to have to, play by the rules. He doesn't want to have to jump through the hoops. He doesn't want to have to he just wants a girl who, when he wants it, she gives it. That's what he wants. And so there was a judgment decision made here at the bottom of the deck. So either he felt judged by you, or he made a judgment call. He walked away. There he is. There's an Aquarius there. This is Earth energy. This is Aquarius, the star. But this could also be him, like I'm the star of the show because I'm in a band or whatever. And then this is obviously, you being left with the Five of Cups. Feeling grief, remorse, guilt, all the things. So just really quick, let's just see, because I'm curious. What instrument does he play? He's either a singer or he's a guitar player. I guarantee it. Singer or guitar player. I'll check to see how he feels about the other trick real quick, because I'm curious. Okay, how does he feel about Cassie then? It's all right. No worries. He does both singing and guitar. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. That's pretty typical. That's pretty typical. Singers and guitar players, they think they're gods. How does he feel about this Cassie chick? Knight of Wands, see? There it is. There's the passion. Mr. Knight of Wands. When he wants it, he goes and gets it. And he's not going to wait for it. The Knight of Wands is Mr. Player. Mr. Passion, Mr. Player. Get out there. Get laid whenever you can, however you can. How does he feel about her? Ten of Wands. She's a handful. And he feels like he's got a lot going on right now, because he's a little overwhelmed here with the Ten of Wands. But now the Ten of Wands can also be like a whole feeling like way overwhelmed by the urge, if you know what I mean. Like when he gets around her, the urge or the desire to get laid maxes out. That's another possibility. Yeah. A Nine of Swords in reverse. So he's low. She was low stress to him. In other words, he was looking for somebody that was easy, that wasn't up his ass, that wasn't challenging him, that wasn't giving him problems, that wasn't causing him stress and anxiety, because that's what the Nine of Swords in reverse is. So, you know, she might be a fangirl, you know, a yes girl, just kind of does whatever he wants and doesn't give him any crap, and just kind of basically provides him what he wants. And it's pretty free and clear, you know. Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. So I think he was juggling this for a while. So I think he always had his eye on her. So like if he was talking to you, then if he was talking to you or interested in you at any point, he had his other eye on her. It's like he knew he had a backup. He had another pentacle. So it was like, you know, I mean, I think, you know, obviously I think he was attracted to you, but I think that he was just looking for something that wasn't challenging him, and he was looking for something that he can move quickly on. Like he didn't like low effort. You know, the Knight of Wands is super low effort, low hanging fruit, right? The Knight of Wands isn't somebody who's going to like put a whole lot of effort in. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who puts complete effort into it, but that's why it takes them so long, because they go by the book, they don't miss the details, all the things. So, and it's to answer your question. I mean, you don't even need Terry to answer a question about why his friends were nasty to you, because that's bro code. You know, it's like, I mean, when I was in a band, I mean, that's how it is. It's like that's it's basically like your family. It's your group, your clique, your clan, whatever you want to call it. So if you have beef with somebody, it's not like you having beef with just him. You're going to have beef now with everyone around him. That's just how it works, unfortunately. But I'll do it. Yeah, let's see. Why were they bullying her? King of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Strength is at the bottom of the deck. Let me get one more. Well, yeah. There's no time like the time you're out to get nasty. It don't matter when. Yeah. And then we have the Page of Swords. So that, you know, that just tells me that they were gossiping. And if he's the King of Swords, which I figured if you said he was an Aquarius, then he was already gossiping about you. You know. He had already given his opinion about it. And then there's the Three of Pentacles. So there's the community, the surrounding people there. So yeah, I mean, he, you know. And then the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like basically he was probably just saying like you were childish. I mean, he probably said a lot of other nasty things in terms of his gossip and whatever it was that he was saying to everybody around him. But I mean, 2 pages there, you know, and the intuitive nudge that I get is that he was like, nah, this chick, she's super childish and blah, 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 you know. So they're out there, unfortunately. Lots and lots and lots of them are out there. But yeah, to be honest with you, that's not the kind of drama you want to get involved with. I mean, band or no band or whatever. I mean, if somebody treats you like crap, you know, and they're not man enough to handle you because, you know, you're not just jumping into it, you're not just spreading your legs, and he can't handle the fact that you actually challenged him, then I would say bye, Felicia. You don't need that drama. Life is too short. So, you know, but that's how people are, man. They're superficial. They make very quick, rash judgments and things. I mean, I'm sorry you went through that. It really definitely sucks, but and as you should. You know, some people need to be blocked. You know, cut that energy off. I have a saying, above all else, protect your peace. But hopefully that makes sense to you. Who are Karina? Karina, you're up next. You're Riddy, you're after Karina. If Karina is still here, you may post your question. And for those of you that do not want to wait, there is a link in the description box below. $5, you can skip the queue. And you are prioritized. And again, I appreciate everybody. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Karina, are you still here, Karina? Maybe she bounced. Okay, well, we can come back to her. So, Riddy, you can go ahead and post your question. I'll do you now. And if Karina comes back, then I'll, I'll just move her down the list. But you can go ahead and ask your question if you would like. I agree, Kathleen. Like does attract like, and what comes around goes around. And karma never forgets an address. So, you know, whatever treatment that they gave you that was unfair, it's going to come back to them. Were Mr. and Mrs. Analt impressed by my message? When will they send me my LVMH modeling contract? Specific time frame if possible. Okay, LVH. Okay, I'm not familiar with a LVMH modeling contract, but we'll find out here. Let's see. Give me 3 overall energies, please. Were they impressed with Rennie's contracts? Secrets. Well, the first card out we have is secrets. So obviously no information has been disclosed yet, but let's get some more here. We have love, so that's good. Excitement. And we have the seasons energy, which means a change of seasons is coming up, and we have the awakening energy at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to say yes, but they're not giving you any indication right now for whatever reason. But let's take a look at some more here. So the sun came out in reverse. So that's like a non-disclosure. This, okay, interesting. Why is the sun here in reverse? Okay, that makes sense. Why is the lovers here in reverse? Alright, why is the Knight of Wands here in reverse? Or not in reverse, it's upright. What am I saying? The world. Okay. I think I got it. Okay, this is a little bit of a doozy. So the secrets energy up top is, I think that let me actually, all right, let me clarify just this one card. I want to feel sure that I'm sure before I open my mouth here. What is your sign? Are you a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn by chance? Get the Queen of Pentacles is Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and we have the Devil, which is also Capricorn. Do you know your zodiac sign? Okay, you're keeping the secret from your parents. Taurus is at the bottom. That's beauty. That's strength. Okay, yeah, investing. Truth. Regret. Okay. All right. Okay, so you're the Queen of Swords back here. All right, so yeah, the secrets energy, there's something to do with going back and forth here. There's uncertainty here. Somebody's unsure here. Then we have this Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or this could also be just somebody who sees this as an opportunity to make money. And the love energy, excitement, I feel like the love energy could be attached to you. It could be attached to modeling. Could also be attached to, there's a third energy here. I'm just trying to sense it out here. You modeling. I'm getting a sense of like there's some type of mask energy though. There's something here that seems off to me. Like somebody's like you're being like somebody who tells you what you want to hear. Okay. Excitement, obviously. I feel like this has a dual energy. You're excited about this, the prospect of it, but also I'm getting an energy where I feel like they're showing enthusiasm, but I don't know if it's authentic or not. And then the Seasons energy is about wanting to make a change in your life. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Awaken energy. So I feel like whatever this is going to, this is going to cause you, it's almost like it's going to trigger some type of awakening in your life. It could be spiritual awakening, but there's different levels for that. So down here where we get into more of the details, there's still something up here that's a little off to me. I feel like a little bit, I don't know. It's almost kind of feeding you a little bit, maybe like what you want to hear is the energy I have. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something here that doesn't feel 100% authentic. So down here, the message basically, they feel like you're lacking self-confidence. The Sun in reverse and the Strength in reverse is like a lack of like there's a lack of self-confidence there. And I don't know, it's like maybe, and I don't know what the message is that it was entailed, like what you had to send to them, if you had to do like an interview, if they had to see your face, or if it was just typed out or whatever it was. But there's a lack of confidence here with the Strength in reverse and the Sun in reverse here. Now, the Lovers in reverse, we have the Emperor, which is probably the older figure or father figure, but it's also tied to Aries, which is somebody who's a leader, someone who's very strong, very confident, very authoritarian. And then we have the Nine of Swords here. So I feel like, again, with the Lovers in reverse, this either has to do with a choice that you need to rethink, or it could be a choice that they're rethinking, because the Lovers card also have to do with decisions, like making a choice, basically. And the Emperor either has to do with the way that you're presenting yourself, or it could have to do with one of them. It could go either way. Now, the Nine of Swords, I feel like, is anxiety. Like, I feel like this is something you feel very anxious about. Now, if this is your parents, if you mentioned that your parents don't know about it, then excuse me, it's very possible that you're anxious and nervous about your parents finding out about this decision or this choice that you've made, because the Lovers in reverse could mean that you feel, or maybe they feel, or maybe, I don't know, your parents better than I do, that this is not a good choice for you. So like, maybe, I don't know how you were raised or whatever, but maybe you're like, I want to go do this modeling thing, but maybe your parents are like, well, we want you to go to school. We want you to do this. Maybe you have a lot of expectations put on your shoulders from your parents. They want you to live a certain life, and you want to go do something totally different, but you don't feel like you can tell them, tell them that. So this could be you feeling really anxious about telling your dad or, your parents, because you feel like they're going to disapprove. Now, the Knight of Wands here, there's a few things going on. We got the Knight of Wands, we got the Devil, we have the Seven of Cups. So this is basically telling me that, this is like an impulsive, this could have been an impulsive decision that you made, a very quick decision that you made. But there's a lot of fear here with the Devil, like overthinking. And then we have the Seven of Cups, which is a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty, not sure what's going to happen, not sure what they're going to think. But this is also an energy of, I feel this is talking about the industry itself. Like, the industry is always looking for the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. So it's almost like a cycle. So that's why the Knight of Wands is there, because the Knight of Wands is a very quick in and out energy. So it's like, it's a very cutthroat industry. So it's not like you go in and they choose you and they select you, and then it's like, okay, you're in, we got you, and then they're just going to keep coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back. It's like, if we choose you, you got to jump through all these hoops, and then if we feel like after you jump through all these hoops that we still want to use you, and actually, depending on what type of modeling it is, they actually want to use you, well then, okay, yeah, maybe they would give you a contract job and you get paid however much, but then you have to kind of like start it all over again. And so, because there's so many, it's almost like there's so many people who are wanting to come in that they just cycle them out as fast as they come in. It's like, okay, that's what I'm getting here. And so it's a little bit of a toxic environment, because for that reason, it's just like things are constantly moving here. So it's a very, I feel like this is the second energy attached to these three cards has a lot to do with the environment itself. It's like, it's a very toxic, it's just not an easy work environment to be in. And I don't mean toxic like in a way to freak you out, like, someone's, gonna abuse you or like, kidnap you or something crazy, but it's just the environment where it's like, you really have to go in. You can't be sensitive in this environment. Like people are going to be, very brutal with you. They're going to pick you apart. Like anything and everything, where it's almost like you have to go in there with like a bulletproof confidence is what I'm getting, because they're going to just they're going to nitpick you, and they're going to be telling you things, and they don't, because of the type of environment it is, they're going to be very straightforward, very direct. Like, you can't, it's not an industry where if you're somebody that wants to be felt like they care about your feelings, that's not the industry. because they don't care about your feelings. It's business. And you have to go in there with really, really thick skin and be like, okay, you know, they're going to be like, hey, that sucks. Nope. That looks terrible. Nope. This needs to be changed. We got to cover that blemish. Like, you know, like they're going to pick you apart, basically. It's kind of what I'm getting there. So, the last, we have the world, we have the world card, and then we have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Knight of Swords, which is telling me that basically, I ultimately feel like, that this is going to cause you a lot of, like, it's going to cause you a lot of heartache. Okay. I'm not going to water it down. Like, basically this, if you proceed forward in this, like if they do give you, if they extend an opportunity, and I don't mean an opportunity like you're going to actually land a job. I'm saying, like, even if they just say, hey, just come in, let's see how you do. Let's put you in front of a camera. I don't know what kind of modeling is, but assuming they're taking pictures of you or a video, let's put you in front of a camera, you know, whatever. I feel like the experience itself, even if it's just to see if you're good for the job, it's really going to hurt your feelings. We got the Three of Swords. And so the world is basically like being done with something. And then the Knight of Swords here is like really like a realization for me, is that I feel like what you thought this was going to be and then the actual experience of doing it are two totally different things. So whatever this experience is, it's like you're going into it thinking it's going to be one thing, but then when they actually put you in the experience and you have the experience, you're going to hate it. It's going to be very hurtful. And you're like, man, this was nothing like I thought it was. And so, yeah, I really think that the end of the day, I think the overall experience is going to leave you feeling hurt. But in terms of the message itself, I mean, we do have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is like partnership. So they may give you a chance. You know, they may, hey, let's just get you down here. Let's put you in front of a camera. Let's see how you do. So I don't feel a strong no. I would say there's definitely a maybe there. Like, it's very possible that you could get down there, or they could respond to you, and they could give you an opportunity to just come in and see how you do. But I feel the majority of the energy of what I'm getting has more to do with, like, it's almost like Spirit wants you to really think about this. That's really, if I could just summarize this all for you, Spirit's basically like, I think she thinks that this is going to be something that it's not. And the experience that she's going to have doing it is going to leave her feeling very, very hurt, very heartbroken. That's really the summary of the experience. So it's more like Spirit isn't so much concerned about your concern about the message. Spirit's more concerned about your well-being. Like, hey, this may not actually go the way you think it's going to go. Like, this industry may not be all that you think that it is. I know that was kind of a lot. You know, well, I mean, that's kind of the answer. Like that's exactly what everything I just said is how it would be. Like this is how it would be. Like you're going to be heartbroken. Like this is the definitive energy, and you would be cycled. So it's like, in other words, you're going to feel very used and picked apart, and it's just a very, very cutthroat, thick-skinned work environment. And with the Three of Swords here, you're basically going to feel very hurt. So that's what the experience is going to be. So yeah, I don't think you're going to enjoy it. Basically, I think actually you're going to hate it. Like once you get in there and you start doing it, you're gonna hate it. So it's not for the faint of heart, I would say. It's almost kind of like, I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. It's almost like if you were raised in a very conservative, how would I say this? Like a very conservative, almost like by the book kind of Christian-esque environment or whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be Christian, but whatever. You're raised in a very moderate environment where, there's no swearing, you dress very modestly, you cover up and all these things. And then it's like, you're thinking like you got a little bit of a rebel streak, and you're like, I grew up being chastised my whole life, and I'm going to go out there and, excuse me, I'm getting over being sick. And you're like, I'm gonna go work at a strip club because you think it's gonna be like a certain way, And then when you show up to do the interview, and some dude walks into the room and he's like, okay, I need you to take all your clothes off right now, and I need you to come over here and rub your ass against my crotch. And you're like, what? Like, it's like that kind of thing where it's like, it's just to the point, going to push you to your limits. It's going to be super gnarly. Not what you were thinking, right? Like it's just something very, very, like it's not for somebody who doesn't have thick skin. Now, if you're raised in the streets and you had to survive as a prostitute growing up, or you had a lot of abuse or trauma, and you've lived most of your life feeling threatened by people or being abused, or people try to kill you, then you go to a job like that and maybe it's not a big deal. It's like, man, this ain't nothing. Like, this is child's play for the life that I lived. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that people who work in that industry have all had that kind of lifestyle, but I'm just saying that I think the expectation of what that is and what the reality of it's going to be is it's like, I can't emphasize it enough. Spirit's just like, emphasizing it's going to hurt you. That's the best way I know to say it. Like, you will be hurt doing this job. So I'm just the messenger. I have to go with what I sense on that. And so, but I'm just one person. If there's other readers out there, maybe a second or even a third opinion might be beneficial. It's free. This was, it's cost you nothing to get an opinion here. So maybe, if you feel really strongly about it and you're like, well, I don't know, I really want to do this, maybe go get a second or a third opinion and see if something else comes up, if that makes sense. But that's the strong energy that I feel. And so, but anyway, yeah, you're welcome. I just, when I get a really strong like sense of safety energy, like, I want to respect that, because you're a human and I wouldn't want you to be hurt. Like, I wouldn't want you to go into something, so. But anyway, thank you for asking the question. And let's see, Akumari, you may post your question if you are still here. Let me go down the list here. I'm having to write your guys' names down. Melanie. And then we had Manure? Then Annie. Awesome. I am a Taurus. Okay. Am I ever going to be able to say all that I want to Norton and get closure? We're in a no-contact situation after breaking up. He walked away calling me the problem when it was 50-50. He's a Libra. Okay, let's find out. Actually, let's use this. Will she get closure? Do you know what sign he is? So we got the Six of Pentacles, we got the King of Pentacles, so that's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Really, actually, I didn't see a timeline, but I would say I would go with the next 30 days. Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups. He's a Libra Virgo cusp. Okay, gotcha. Aries Taurus cusp. Okay. Okay, so this is probably him then because he's coming out more King of Pentacles. I'm gonna say yes. So we have the Six of Pentacles. I mean, this is somebody who wants to it's equal give and take. It's reciprocity. And so then we have his energy, the King of Pentacles. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is a reunion. Somebody who wants to come back, wants to reunite, wants to get together. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. It's getting what you want. Yeah, and beneath that, can't make this up, Knight of Cups. Yes, this is, coming back in with love. Somebody who's had feelings for you for a while. And then we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, and Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So now I can say this. It is possible that he could have had somebody else. There could have been somebody else in the picture. Why is the Three of Cups here? Okay, this is you guys not talking. With the Four of Swords, the King of Cups here. So a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. Page of Pentacles. No, yeah, this is definitely him. This is him. This is you guys not talking, but the Page of Pentacles is him wanting to come back and make you an offer. Coming back with an apology or just coming back to talk. And we have the Ten of Pentacles now at the bottom of the deck. So he's got a ton of feelings for you, but he could have been, there could have been somebody else in the picture. I don't know if it's now or if it was in the past or if it's been through this period of no contact. But we do have a an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with this Queen of Wands energy that was back here. And so, I mean, yeah, I mean, if there was an X there, I mean, it could have been an X. Maybe somebody who was in a relationship before, but it's, let me see. Let's see if let's see. All right, we'll do this. All right, so we're going to do over here on the left, we'll do your feelings for him. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so you felt like you guys worked well together. You guys made a good team. You were very honest and truthful with him. The Ace of Swords. You had clarity about the situation. Yeah, you were definitely interested. Four of Cups in reverse. Like, you knew. It's like, yeah, you were putting effort in. bottom of the deck. There was uncertainty, though. Either uncertainty or fear, because we have the Five of Pentacles, which is either being abandoned or left out or broken up with. Then we have the Five of Wands, conflict or competition. But underneath that, we do have the Ten of Cups, which is the most love two human beings can experience together. But there was definitely there was something that wasn't sitting right with you. Or it could have just been your own stuff with the moon at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is you. Now let's take a look at him. What were his feelings? What are his feelings towards you? Ten of Swords. So he felt like either you betrayed him, or he felt like you ended things, or there was something here of a painful ending of some sort, some form here. Or maybe he was irrational. He had an irrational moment. And he made a quick decision and he hit the eject button. He wants to heal things. He sees you as a star. So this is like also him feeling like you're his wish. And I mean, star is Aquarius energy, major arcana, but it's also wanting to heal things. He sees you as very magnetic, very beautiful. And then we have the Three of Cups again. You're fun, you're exciting, he has a really good time with you, he enjoys your company. And he definitely wants to come back and he definitely, he wants to reunite with you. And at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. So you're the queen of love for him. Very nurturing, very loving, very caring, very giving. That's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. But now this is interesting. Underneath is a similar energy of what we had over here in your pile. So underneath that, we have the Seven of Cups. So either he felt confused about you, or he felt like maybe he was getting mixed feelings or mixed emotions about you, or maybe he could have felt that you had a lot of other options. We have the Hermit here. This is Virgo energy. There could have been a lot of solitude, or could this just him contemplating, or maybe you guys, either you or him could have been introverted, or maybe you just spent a lot of time alone. Or maybe this is just you guys in your timeout mode right now. But then we have the Five of Pentacles, which showed up in yours too. So he feels like he was abandoned or left out in the cold, and that showed up in yours too. So maybe you guys both have, abandonment wounds, or maybe you're both triggered by abandonment wounds. But I mean, he's got feelings for you. He got a lot of feelings for you. 100%. Let's see. I'll use this real quick. Get some messages here. Okay, give me the mutual energy for this relationship, please. Mutual energy. All right, so the first card that came out is Keep an Open Mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So yeah, you guys may be different than what you're used to. So maybe there could be some, maybe that's where some of the friction comes from in the relationship. Healing family issues. This could be where the abandonment stuff comes from, possibly. I'm not saying that it is, but it could be. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I don't know if you guys have you know, either one of you have some type of family wound or family drama, or I'm not sure. Or that, again, that could just be what's creating the pattern in the relationship. Well, and that makes sense because that would be, that would be related to the card of you guys not being your normal type, seeing it more incompatible when it's basically saying, I have an open mind. There could be something here. And the third is getting to know each other. So as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So yeah, this is about like you guys, if you guys get a chance to talk and communicate, it's like there could be a chance here where Spirit's basically saying like, you're not going deep enough. You're not pushing into each other to really see what's there. It's like you're both kind of playing it safe. Like you're in your comfort zone, and you can share a lot of things in an intimate relationship. I do tarot on the side, but I'm also a relationship coach. I have a link to my book below as well, if you guys want to check that out. But one of the things that I see commonly, especially in early relationships and even premarital counseling, a lot of times, because there's a lot of people who are wanting to get married, and I'm like, I think you guys need to rethink this sometimes, because the potency of the chemicals released when you're infatuated with somebody is very profound, and it causes us to focus so much on wanting to reproduce those experiences that keep pumping those chemicals, like that keeps the infatuation going, and then if you add sex into the mix, then it becomes even more confusing, because now you're basically you have your whole body's being flooded with, all these love and sex chemicals, and the relationship can ride that out for a while. Surprisingly, I mean, it can go 3 to 6 months that way sometimes. And for people that are like super sex addicts, I mean, they can go out to like even a year before they really start hitting those initial wounds or the self-preservation or going through those types of things that start to bring things up, So it's very easy to not know somebody, right? You can spend a lot of time with somebody and think you know them because you see their daily routines. They take you to their favorite restaurants. You listen to your favorite songs. You watch your favorite shows. But all that stuff's superficial. It's like you're not really getting to know their heart, their soul, their values, their morals, their beliefs. What are their goals, their desires, purpose? Like what do they, what is it they're really about in life and all of that, right? And I'm not saying you guys have or haven't. I don't know, but I'm just saying that sometimes, it could go one or two ways. You push beneath the surface and you find out that this person is actually a treasure trove of like, oh my gosh, like I didn't know you felt that way. I didn't know you thought that way. I didn't know you had that goal or that dream or thing. And then all of a sudden you realize you actually have more in common, or at least more that you respect about that person because of their values than not. But on the other side, it can also be, it could create friction, to where it's like once the passion starts to calm down, you're like, me and you really aren't anything like each other. And so at the bottom of this deck, we do have unrequited love. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. But over here, we had keep an open mind. So, this could be, one of you feels one way and the other feels the other. So if you're like, I think we're incompatible, then this card could apply to you. And the other card could apply to his energy, where he's like, man, I thought we were compatible. Those are just some possibilities. I thought I'd throw it out there, but let's see. Catching up with your comment here. Okay. I mean, it could have been infatuation. 100%. 100%. But I hope, to answer your primary question, yes, I do think that you are going to, and again, I can't predict free will. no reader can, but today, in this moment, right here, right now, the energy is conducive for, it seems to indicate that there will be an opportunity for you guys to communicate again and have a reunion. So I do feel like, you'll have a chance of getting closure for sure. I mean, I don't get the vibe of resentment from him. But I think that if he had feelings for his ex still intact, or any of that was back there, and he had any undealt trauma from the past, ex parents, whatever, I think it really had nothing to do with you. It doesn't take much for someone who comes in your life. When your heart has been injured, it's like taking a feather and barely brushing up against it. It takes very little effort to get a reaction from somebody when you start to have feelings, because your self-preservation mechanism kicks in and you do everything possible to reject love, because your self-preservation is like, no, we're not going to get hurt again. And so I don't get any energy here in terms of like you being the cause of anything, like at least in that respect. I don't feel like resentment from him or anything. I feel like there's other factors at play, probably for both of you. But I hope that makes sense for you. Powell, yeah, I'll add you. I'll add you to the list here. And so, anyways, I hope that makes sense to you, my friend. I hope that brings some degree of clarity. Melanie, if you're here, you are up next. If you are still here. There's a link in the description. I mean, it's for like it's $5 for a reading, but it's just, I mean, you can donate to that link too if you'd like, which is very kind of you, by the way. Let's see. Is Melanie, are you still here? Melanie. I think she said she bounced a second ago, or that she was going to come back. Let me check who is here. Oops. No. No, I'm not seeing anyone there. Okay, so it's okay if she comes back. I hope I'm pronouncing this correct. Manor? Are you here? Manor Rias? Okay, let me check. If you donated, then I'll donations always take precedence. I see it. Okay. Yeah, if you have another question, feel free to ask. That's the way the system works. So go ahead. Feel free to ask if you would like. I think some of the other people jumped off anyway. Has Norton been talking crazy about me to people? Let's find out. Yeah, we should be able to use this. right. Has Norton been gossiping or talking ugly to other people? So far, I'm going to say no. We got the Five of Cups, so he's just been feeling, basically grieving. Grief, loss, regret, guilt, shame. Now, this could be messages, Eight of Wands, sending text messages to people. And I mean, I don't say people like plural, but just sending text messages. But this also could be focused on travel. He could be posting, I mean, I don't know if he uses social media or not, but he could be posting things on social media. Like, you know, people go through breakups, they'll post memes or songs, or they'll post little, you know, they post their pity party basically for everyone to see. Now we have the Taurus here, Taurus Libra with the Empress. So this could be his mother. He could be talking to his mom. If not, this could be the mother of his children. So if his ex is, you know, if he has children with his ex, you know, he could be messaging her, you know. But it's not, if he is, it's not bad. It would be more like if he's communicated with his ex, you know, it's more like playful stuff. Could be flirting. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a very playful, flirty energy. It's nothing bad or derogatory. He could be, if he's got a girl roommate, then that could be it. King of Swords is here. This is somebody who's very logical, very practical, but they're honest. Now, if this was in reverse, then yeah, that'd be different. But this is upright. So he's been, you know, this is very honest energy here. The Seven of Cups came out upside down. So, you know, this is somebody who's very clear. So, you know, they know, you know, they're just very clear about things. Like they're not confused. There's no decisions or choices or options to make here. So I feel like, and at the bottom of the deck, it's like the Six of Swords is letting go, moving on, smoothing things over, calming down, getting out of a chaotic situation here, letting go of baggage, that kind of thing. Oh, there was a card that flipped over that I didn't see. This one was flipped over in the deck. I missed it. The Lovers. You know, so it's like you got a lot of emotions here, a lot of feelings. So I feel like if anything, this is just him, like, this is probably him emotionally dumping, you know, just kind of like the grief talk, you know, when you break up and you're super bummed out and, you know, you're just like, man, I thought we had a good thing going and, you know, I don't know what happened and I thought things were this way. I didn't know it was going to be like that. Not gossiping. It's not, you know, not spreading rumors, not talking bad, not slandering. Like there's nothing here indicating that. Like, I mean, there's a lot of cards that could show up to indicate that. Let's see. Is he communicating with his ex? Let's find out. Well, the grief could be coupled though too. If you still have a sensitive wound from something you haven't gotten over, double rejection. Double rejection is worse, right? That's why so many people. Sorry about that. My phone just interrupted, but so many people. Like, for example, like you go through a divorce. Well, the post-divorce breakup, meaning the person that you get into a relationship right after your divorce, when that person breaks up with you, and it doesn't matter how long it is, that feels worse than the divorce you just went through because it's the double whammy. It's like the divorce is the first punch that dizzies you. And then you have the post-divorce person that breaks up with you. That's the second punch, the 1-2. And that's the one that knocks you out. Because you're already in such a vulnerable, wounded state that it doesn't take a whole lot to mess with your self-confidence, your self-worth, to beat yourself up, to feel even more confused. So it's you don't have to be in it for very long, if that makes sense. So we have the Empress again that came out, and the question was, has he been talking to his ex? So I'm assuming that the Empress is his ex. I would say, yeah. The Fool is a new beginning, starting over, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith. It's also being foolish. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which is communication, clarity, victory. And we have the Strength card, which is, basically somebody who feels beat down. They feel worn down, beat down. They're lacking confidence. They feel like they've lost their strength, basically. Now, interesting, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is maybe friends or family members or people wanting to, communicate with him, or maybe trying to give him advice, or maybe he's going around trying to get advice or whatever. But it's like, I feel like he's kind of just checked out right now. Four of Swords is somebody who's staying alone, sleeping a lot, healing, recovering, just staying under the radar. And then we got the Two of Swords, which is basically, leave me alone, blocked, don't want to see anybody, don't want to talk to anybody. And somebody who's also in a lot of indecision right now as well. But, yeah, why is the Ace of Swords here? Let's take a little, I'm a little curious here. What's this about? Yeah. He's very guarded right now. He's very, very guarded right now. He's holding a lot in. He's holding a lot back with the Four of Pentacles. And, it's just, he's in a very, like his heart's, he's just very closed off is what I'm trying to say. And then we have the Emperor in reverse, which is somebody who, is probably pretty moody right now. But somebody who definitely lacks confidence. He's not taking responsibility right now for his life. He's not being the leader of his life. Why is the Fool here? This is him feeling foolish. Yeah, the Fool is him feeling stupid, basically. Because we got the Five of Pentacles, which is like, I thought, I thought this person, was going to be this, and this, but it didn't work out. And this is him like, he probably, I think he put you on a pedestal a little too quickly here with the Six of Wands. It's like he put you up really high really fast. And he was like, oh man, maybe I can, maybe I'll have a future together. Maybe this can work. The Ten of Pentacles, this is the happily ever after card for me. And then the Two of Cups, like we'll get into a relationship. I feel like he went into it like maybe like his fantasy mind, or like you were saying, infatuation was like kicked in pretty strong. It's like, and he dove. I mean, the Fool is you dive in head first time, and then you break your neck, right? When you should have gone feet first time, or just dip your toe in the water, right? Or start at the shallow end of the pool and then work your way to the deep end. Well, he didn't do that. He's like, I'm just going to jump off this cliff. So, yeah, I feel like he's beating himself up too. Like, I feel like he's really just giving himself, like, he's being really hard on himself right now. Like, just going through all the I'm not good enough, I suck, nobody wants me. But then I think he gets angry too with that Emperor in reverse. He gets angry and he's like, women are stupid, relationships are stupid, love is stupid. And he goes through that cycle for a minute. Then he goes back and then he gets depressed again. And then he gets pissed off again. And then he gets depressed again. And, I feel like that's just kind of where he is right now. So I don't know if any of that, you would probably know him better than I do. I don't know if any of that resonates, but that was the energy that I got from him on that. Or he's clinically bipolar. I don't know if that was sarcasm or you're being for real, and if he is, so if he is, then the bipolar stuff's kicking in too. But hopefully that information helped you. Oh, you're very welcome. Okie dokie. Let me go back up. Annie, you are next. Andre, the Gemini, and I, an Aries, broke the relationship because mistrust of jealousy of him. You see, we can come back and solve the problems. He blocks me at every part. Thank you. Let's find out. Will Andre and Annie get back together? That's good. Yeah, that's really awesome. I mean, that's the best thing you can do is just stick to your guns, stick to your decision, and it's not the end of the world, right? There's like 4 billion men on the planet or something. I got to remind myself that too, because this year's been quite the shit show in terms of dating. So, but eventually, right? Eventually somebody good will come along. Okay, so let's see. Annie, the first card out was the Three of Swords. So right now, you guys are feeling a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. There's a lot of heartbreak here. We got the King of Cups. So he could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Page of Wands, Five of Swords. Let me get 2 more. All right. Let me get 2 more. So I'm gonna say yes and no. I see like there's two ways this could go, Annie. So yeah, obviously the first thing is there's a lot of heartbreak and heartache here in this connection. Whatever happened there, I feel again I don't know what. Well, I think you told me. I'm sorry, I forgot. Let me scroll back. You told me. Okay, Gemini. Aries. Okay. So, we have a masculine figure here, and male or female doesn't really matter, but I feel like this is him, and he's got a lot of emotions with the King of Cups here. So there's a lot of emotions here that he's got. So he's feeling the feels right now. We got the Page of Wands, which is wanting to send a message. You know, somebody positive, upbeat, being flirty. You know, or just wanting to send, just a positive message here. So there's definitely a desire here to reach out. However, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, for me, is the go F yourself card in this context, right? So, it's like, basically, I feel like he probably has a fear. Now, this could go the reverse, too, so reverse the roles if needed, but I feel like he may have a fear of reaching out to you because he's afraid that if he does, it's either going to turn into a fight or you're basically going to go tell him to kick rocks or he can go F himself or it's just going to, it'll turn back into another conflict or what have you. Next card we have is Death. We have Scorpio energy now. So I don't know if there was a water sign involved in this, which I'm not sure, I don't think so. I don't get that. I mean, it could be though. The Three of Swords and the King of Cups being here, some readers would say the Three of Swords is a third party, but I'm not getting that vibe, to be honest with you. But if there was somebody else involved that was a water sign, they were probably a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, probably not. But we have the Death energy. So this could be a few different things. I mean, this could be, being on the fence. Like, well, if I reach out, are they going to tell me to go kick rocks? And is it over? An ending? Is it done? This could be, have you changed? Have you transformed? Because the Death card is about transformation. This can also be a card of, a rebirth. Like, well, it ended back here, but we want to come back and we want to resurrect it and give it a second chance. So this card really is kind of a central piece here. I can actually clarify on that. But then we have the Eight of Wands, which is definitely receiving communication. Fast incoming communication here, or even travel. You guys could be at a distance. You don't have to be, but you could be. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is good fortune, good luck, fate, destiny, and changes ahead. So, I mean, there are more yes cards than no cards. But let me take a look at the Death card. Why is the Death card here? Why is the death card here? Okay, yeah. So the death card is definitely a card of wanting to revive things. But again, it's on the fence. So we got the Two of Wands. So this is somebody having to make a decision or make a choice. But it's also somebody who could be planning something. But I feel like this is somebody, is it over or should I try again? Ace of Cups. They want a new start. They want to start over. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands again, wanting to send that message. So, I would say, I'm going to say that the desire to reach out is 100%. I'm going to say the likelihood that they actually follow through on the desire is 50-50. And it's all because of this. They don't want that conflict. They don't want to start another fight, or they don't want to be rejected, or they don't want to be told to go F off. Let's see. Is there a third party interference? I'm going to say no. I'm going to clarify this devil. I'm going to say that no, you guys are both just, it's just a battle. It's a power struggle. It's a battle of the will. It's a battle of the ego. You both want to be right. You know, you both just want to be right, is what I get here with the Six of Wands. So it's a lot of ego, just keeping it real, but nobody wins. So you don't feel safe, seen, heard, and understood, and then they don't feel safe, seen, heard, and understood. There could also be abandonment wounds here involved on a subconscious level. But essentially this card is saying everyone's a loser. Everybody wants to be a winner, but everybody's actually a loser because the clash of prides. Nobody wants to give an inch. Everybody wants like, hey, it's my way or the highway. Or nobody, we're not seeing each other's perspectives. We're just not on the same page, or we can't get on the same page. The devil. This could be the trigger, you know. Could be the fears involved. It could be overthinking, or it could just be the power struggle energy. So I'm going to clarify this devil to be 100% sure, but so far I'm going to say no. I don't see another interference here. Okay, well, the devil could be substance abuse or addictions. The Nine of Cups just came out. The Nine of Cups and the devil is usually like a lot of drinking, a lot of alcohol. Yeah, so we got the Nine of Cups. But this can also be, if it's not drinking, this could also just be each person is withholding their feelings and emotions. In other words, it's all ego. You know, it's like, nope, I'm the winner here. And it's like, because your heart's not engaged. It's all mental. This person's hiding, you know, he's sitting in front of his cups like he's guarding it. So there's no emotions. That's a possibility here. Because, again, we're clarifying the devil. You guys are not seeing eye to eye. You guys need to see each other's points of view here with the Hangman. This is about getting a new perspective. Otherwise, you're going to stay stuck. The Hangman energy is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. It's the definition of insanity. And this is how you feel about each other. It's like when one of you tries to extend the other one some type of love or something, the other person feels rejected or neglected, or you both feel like neither one of you are putting forth effort to resolve the problems and make the relationship work. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups, which is you both feel confused. You both don't know what to do, and you both feel like in this picture here, there's all these cups. It's almost like, well, I'm going to try this tactic. I'm going to try this conversation. I'm going to try to approach him or her this way. And it's like you reach for a cup and you don't know if it's going to, am I going to get bit? Is there a scorpion in there? Is there a spider? Is there a bomb? Is there an electric fence? Like, is there acid or fire? Like, what am I actually sticking? Like, when I reach my hand into that cup, what's in there waiting for me? And I feel like every time you guys play this game, instead of getting the prize, you get shocked, you get zapped, you get bit. It's like every time it's like you're reaching for the cup you think's going to be the one that works. Like, oh no, this cup, it's this one. I knew it. This is the one that's going to get us where we want to go in this relationship. And it's like, boom, you get zapped again. So I feel like, you're both kind of just feeling like you're at a loss here. But no, to answer your question, there's nobody else here that's interfering or involving themselves or giving bad advice. There's no gossip. There's no other influences happening or affecting this. If that makes sense. Hopefully that was helpful for you, Annie. All right. Oh, well, thank you so much, Annie. That means the world to me. And for those of you that are still on, if you would, I would really appreciate it if you would click the like, share, and subscribe button for me. My channel my original channel got blasted out about 2 weeks ago in retrograde, and YouTube refused to work with me and get it back. I don't even know why they took it off. So I literally having to rebuild my entire channel from square one again. So definitely appreciate you guys supporting me in that regard. Okie doke. Powell, you are up next, my friend. If you would like to post your question, if you are still here. Okay, I see. Yeah. It wasn't fun, but life goes on. You got to take the good with the bad, roll with the punches. Yes, you may post your question now, my friend. Great question. Let's find out. Okay. I'm going to clarify some of these cards for you, but so far I'm going to say yes. The first card you have out is a transition. So right now you're going through a transitional period in your life. I'm going to clarify these, so don't worry. We'll get some more information. The next card out is Secrets. And this card is, I believe, it's meant to tell you to keep your plans, your creativity, your endeavors. You need to keep this to yourself for right now. So whatever the idea is, whatever you're working on, whatever this thing is that you're wanting to do, you need to keep it to yourself right now. So don't tell a lot of people what you're wanting to do or what you're planning to do. Just keep it all to yourself right now. The next card is Higher Power. So God, source, the universe, whatever you believe, there's a higher power involved in this. So whatever this idea is that you have, I feel like whether, again, don't know what your beliefs are, and it's fine, whatever. But this was something that was given to you, okay? This idea was inspired by God, source, universe. It was something that was given to you from a higher power. And at the bottom of the deck, we have excitement. So, yeah, I think you definitely are going to be excited for what's going to happen here coming up. So let's take a look a little further into this. Why is transition here? I gotta tell you, my friend, whatever this is that you've got, man, is my whole body is like, I've got tingles running all over my crown chakra, running all over my body. Whatever this thing is, it's definitely from a higher power. Okay. Yeah, I was staying quiet because I was getting a bunch of messages for you. Okay, I'm getting all these downloads about whatever this is. So let's start here with the transition. So this transition is about you leveling up. So there was, how does Spirit want me to tell you this? I feel like you've gone through a phase in your life recently where a lot of things you've been trying to do, and I use the word a lot sparingly. So, you take a lot to mean whatever you want that to mean. But I feel like a lot of things that you've been trying to do recently in your life in the last year, maybe even the last 3 years it's felt like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 step forward, 1 step back. Plant seed here, see no growth. Invest money here, see no return. But Spirit's saying, like, you have this tenacity about you where sure you're human. So you have these moments where you get disappointed and you get frustrated and you get bummed out like most people would, but you don't stay there. It's like, okay, man, well, maybe I can do this. Okay, maybe I can try that. Okay, it's like God, it's like Spirit gave you this brain of almost like an engineer or something. It's like you it's like when someone looks like those old mazes, like when you look at a piece of paper where people draw the maze, it's like, oh man, that wasn't the right way. It's like when you turn around and you trace your steps back and you're like, well, let me go this way. And if you hit a wall, you trace your steps back and let me go this way. It's like you're always thinking forward, and it's very rare that I feel that you get too hung up for too long on like outdated things or something. Okay, I could be wrong about this, but I'm just telling you what I'm feeling here. So this transition period that you've been going through has to do with you getting to a place where you would be ready to be able to sustain this gift and this idea, this endeavor that you have wanted to embark on. There's been a timing, an issue of timing here involved. Here's the timing card. It's almost like maybe in the past you were concerned, well, is this the right thing for me to do? Like you would question yourself. The project or the creative endeavor, whatever this thing is, was never the issue, and it was never a issue. Everything that's been happening has simply just been about timing because of this transition. You needed to go through certain transitions in your life in order for the timing to be right for this. Then we have the second chances card. The second chances means that basically there's something that maybe you second guessed that you thought, well, maybe I need to give up on this. Maybe I need to let it go. Maybe it needs to be done. And I don't know if this is something that, you had given up on at one point in time, but whatever it is, Spirit's saying, no, this second time that you go to do this thing coming up in the new year is the time. This time is the time. In the past, it wasn't the time. This time, it's the time. Okay? The next thing, we have the secret, which I explained that to you. Keep this a secret because this creative endeavor is going through a renewal. It's going through a reboot. It's going through, it's getting a makeover. Okay? And as I say that, the next card is superficial. Now, what's interesting is the energy that came to me, the message for this card is that you were only scratching the surface of what this thing would have been. So in other words, if this thing would have taken off in the past, it would have been a subpar version of what it could have been or what it will be in the future. It would not have been the full blown potential of what it's like if you had, it's almost like if you had an idea and you took off running with the initial idea, like, oh man, I got this great idea, and you just went for it and it took off. It's almost like Spirit saying, yeah, I gave you the first part of it, but there was more. And you're like, oh crap, man, but I already made it. So it was missing all these things. It's almost like that. It's like the superficial card is saying you were only scratching the surface, the superficial level, the outer layer of what this thing was meant to be. Because as you were going through a transition, your creative endeavor, this project, whatever this thing, was getting an upgrade. In other words, the timing card here, a lot of the energy with this timing card had to do with Spirit needing to feed and funnel you the other pieces of this. Like, hey, like this would come to, I feel like this would just come to you, like whether you're in the shower, or you're driving, whether you're sleeping or you're dreaming, whatever it is, it's like you wouldn't even be thinking about this thing. And out of nowhere, you'd start getting downloads, like ideas, like, oh, this is really weird. I'm getting all this extra information and these downloads and these ideas about this thing that I wasn't even thinking about. But you would catalog it. You put it in the back of your mind and go, okay, I'm going to remember that. Or maybe you write it down or whatever it is you do. And so now you started getting all these other pieces like, oh, okay, so now then I can do this with it. Okay, and then I can do that. It's like it starts to expand. Like the vision of it starts to expand, basically. So exactly. The delays were because there was a better plan ahead, 100%. So now we get to the higher power. Okay. So the higher power is basically saying this. As long as you partner with your higher power, meaning you co-create, you pray, you meditate, you speak, talk, whatever you do to connect to your higher power, as long as you invite your higher power in, you use your intuition and you listen and you go to your higher power for guidance, it's a success. And I'm getting chills all over my head, my face, and down my back. Success. If you partner, if you do this with your higher power, this is going to be a success. The challenge, though, not a big one, but a challenge, is you're going to have to release control. Okay? You're going to have to release control. You're going to have to release your expectation for how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, where the resources are going to come from. This card is basically saying you're going to have to trust your higher power to do things that may make you feel a little uncomfortable at times, because you're going to be like, well, okay, well, I did this and doesn't seem like anything's happening, or I need that resource and it's not coming, or I don't have it, or, okay, I have these pieces in, or whatever. I have these pieces, these parts, but I need this, or I need that person, or I need to find this, or I need to find that. It's like wherever you land, there's going to be moments or challenges or hurdles where you're going to think, oh man, this, it's almost like you're going to be confronted with the past again. Like, oh, is this going to flop again? Is it not going to go through? Is there going to be another delay? Is there going to be another obstacle? Is there going to be another challenge here? It's like you're going to have these moments of doubt. And Spirit's saying you're going to have to release those moments of doubt and have faith and know that it's not up to you to know the how. It's up to you to have the faith. It's just up to you to stay faithful to the vision. And when you know that there's something you can do, you do what you can do, and you release and you let go and you let God do what God needs to do when there's nothing else for you to do. Or there's something you can't get. It's like, okay, God, well, I don't have, higher power, spirit source, whatever you want to call it. I need this. I don't know how I'm going to get it. You consult, you pray, you meditate, you make the request for the thing, or you ask for a sign, you ask for a synchronicity, you ask for someone to come in, you go get a reading about it, whatever you got to do. But the point is keep trusting your higher power, and this will be a success. And I'm going to pull a couple of last cards here for you, just some advice cards. Okay. Just give me some final advice here. Give me 3 cards. What do we need to know? Okay. Can't make this up. This card is called Gentle Force. It says consistency, persistence, patience, and the long game. You're here to play the long game. Keep doing what you've done. I said a second ago, when I was back here at this transition card and the timing card, I was telling you that you have been persistent. You know, that you're not one of those people who, when something doesn't work out, you throw the baby out with the bathwater. Spirit's saying, keep being that way. Play the long game. Keep being patient. Keep being persistent here. Okay. This one's immerse yourself. And it says training, learning, new hobbies, and passions. So whatever this thing is, it's basically saying, the Spirit's basically saying, immerse yourself in it. Like, learn everything about it, become obsessed with it, because you're going to need to. You're going to really, 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 really need to know everything about whatever this thing is. So do your homework. And I'm not saying that you haven't. I'm just saying, like, just keep learning about it. Stay passionate, obsessed with it. Okay, this is your soul mission. The next one is planetary wave. Your soul mission, trust the inner call and trust your soul team, which goes right back to the higher power energy that we had. Lady of the Lake, new beginnings and something is about to happen. So yeah, you're about to break into this whole new season coming up in, between now and the new year. And this is going to be a whole new, it's like everything that you've been working up towards, you're working up to that new beginning, that moment here. And there were 3 more that hit the ground. I'll take them. You have the ripple effect, which is part of something bigger, and the details are taken care of, but you got to believe it. So whatever you're doing, it's bigger than you. This project, this endeavor, this idea, it's bigger than you. Plunge. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive in. So yeah, it's saying, hey, in the past, the timing wasn't right, but now it's about to be. So give it your all. Go play full out. Go full force. Cleansing. Releasing the old, energetic tune-up, and new beginnings again. Okay, so, it's basically saying cut ties with any old energies, cut ties with the past, and know that you had 3, 4 new beginning cards in there. So, yeah, out of all the messages I've given tonight, I still feel it. It's like I feel that I feel spirit like this energy, this tingly energy washing over my head and coming down. So whatever this is, it's very divine. You've been given a divine idea, whatever this is. So I hope that was helpful for you, my friend. Starting to lose my voice after I just got my voice back after being sick. I can't seem to not push myself when I need to be recovering. I just can't stand it. I got too much to do. Too much to do to be sick and lose my voice. Anywho, I hope that was helpful for you, my friend. Oh, you're very welcome. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And Alex, that was actually my last one for the night, my friend. I'm actually losing my voice, but if you hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell, you can jump on. I'll be back on to do more live readings. I'll be more than happy to do one for you. There's some other options as well in the description box for, if you want like a full reading done for you or something. But otherwise, come back, man. And I'll be more than happy to do one for you. It's not a problem. So with that being said, I appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. And I will see you guys soon. Check back with the channel as well. I'll have the October readings for all the zodiac signs posted probably this coming week. And then I have some other things coming up as well. So hope you guys have a good night. I appreciate you all. And I'll see you all very soon.